So I want to talk today about minimalism. I have been a subscriber to the philosophy of minimalism for a while. My grandmother was a hoarder. She had a lot of stuff in her house. She worked at a flea market, and she just naturally accumulated a lot of stuff. And I think that that caused my mom to want to just throw away everything. Like, she went very much in the opposite direction. So growing up, it was not unusual that if I didn't use something, like a toy or whatever, for maybe 6 months, the next time I went to go find it, it would be gone, either donated or thrown away. So I kind of adopted that same mentality of the idea that if something isn't serving me, then I would get rid of it. But my point today is that I don't really want to talk about things, because I think that minimalism very frequently gets conflated with just decluttering, getting rid of stuff, not having a lot of stuff in your closet or your house, or like going through a junk drawer, moving into a tiny house, having a capsule wardrobe, living out of a suitcase, that kind of thing. So I realized that with a lot of these books coming out about minimalism, minimalist practice, what I saw there was more of a platonic ideal of minimalism, something that was really unobtainable almost, like looking at an Instagram photo. I'm never going to be able to be as minimal as this. All the photos look really beautiful, and I like houseplants and things like that, but you have to water them or else they get brown, and that just doesn't feel like it's in line with the minimal aesthetic. Maybe plants should learn to do with less, too. So I decided that I wanted to take the minimalist philosophy and figure out other places in my life that I could improve with it. And that made me question what the actual minimalist philosophy is, because it's not just getting rid of your stuff. So what I came up with is minimalism to me is paying more attention to the things that are important to you and paying less attention to the things that aren't important to you. And that has to come with a healthy dose of self-awareness. A lot of things that we don't necessarily think are important are a lot more important. So beware of blind spots. But one bad habit that I have, I think, in conversation, I'm trying to overcome it, is interrupting people or talking over people. I think it's a very American thing to do, maybe, like everybody rushing into a conversation, trying to like overlap different anecdotes and stories. I was recently visiting with my girlfriend's extended family, and it was just like a nonstop barrage of conversation, so I felt like I needed to really interject and interrupt people to say anything, to get a word in edgewise. And what that made me realize is that even in conversation, negative space, white space, silence, which is a core principle of minimalism, is really important. So what I've been doing to overcome my bad habit is just allowing for there to be more silence in conversation. And because of that, I've gotten really comfortable with uncomfortable silences. Yeah, like these. Except when you're just two people standing together, nobody really laughs. It's just kind of weird. So that's the approach that I've taken. Taking minimalism, something that has served me well. I feel like I've gotten to a point of diminishing returns in terms of clearing out my junk drawers and closets and all of that. But I'm finding new ways and other parts in my life to apply minimalism to that have benefited me. One of those is, as I said, just adding more silence to a conversation, letting other people speak, listening more. And that's really been a rewarding thing to do, a rewarding habit to break. I've learned a lot. People open up more when you're just willing to listen and not jump in with, oh, that happens to me too all the time, let me tell you this story, and just like forget whatever you were talking about. Yeah, so I'm really glad to be here. I can't wait to talk to you all less. Thank you.